Hello, and welcome to Chapter 7 of the MedSkippers project webinar series on environmental impact reduction for professional skippers in the Mediterranean nautical sector, co-funded by the European Union's Maritime and Fisheries Fund. I am Luis Lozano from Dalula Marine, a small company in Spain specialized in sustainable blue economy. In this last chapter, we will list ways to minimize impact when you are attending your clients. As in other chapters, we will avoid excessive technical details. Our objective is for you to identify the different types of impact your activities have on the marine environment and to offer you enough leads for you to learn more according to where and how you work. As you will see, much depends simply on changing behavior. We can't actually recommend any specific products or companies because availability varies regionally and publicity is not our goal. Our objective is for you to discover what you should be looking for and then to learn more on your own according to your needs and interests, talking with other professionals, local suppliers, or on the web. As today, you can find eco-friendly alternatives for most products used on board. Nautical charters are about taking people around on a boat, of which you are in charge. So remember your influence and make sure you do your bit to protect the marine environment you depend on, and to find a coherent match between what you feel and what you do, between what you say and the boat, equipment, and activities you offer. For example, remember that the first impression now happens on online booking platforms, so try to make environmental performance well visitable and selectable with filters. Sustainability should not only become an easier and affordable choice, it can also be fun. As we will see later for marine leisure, consider engaging your clients with personal challenges and games, such as rowing or toys, which can prove motivating in more than one way. Also, sustainability should not clash with hobbies and applies differently for every person. So if you like fishing, for example, get a license that is valid for your clients too. Make them aware of local regulation, and if you're not fishing for food, release all catch without harm using barbless hooks. Something we should all and always do is to completely avoid all single-use plastics. Offer durable cutlery and plates instead, because about 8 million metric tons of plastic waste enter the ocean from land every year. Beyond killing birds, turtles, or whales, plastic progressively leaches toxic chemicals and degrades into microparticles that are now alarmingly present all through the food web up to the fish we eat. Actually, many microplastics under the form of microbeads or microfibers come from our clothing and health and cosmetic products. In this respect, make sure to tell the tale and encourage the use of environmentally friendly cosmetics on board, such as toothpaste and face scrubs without microbeads or sun blockers without oxybenzone or other toxic chemicals. Also make sure to offer adequate disposal options for all sanitary elements. Most single-use plastics come from packaging. To reduce these, you can help your clients directly to buy their week or daily supplies, recommending shops where they can buy in bulk, and offering the containers and bags mentioned earlier so they can remove and dispose of most packaging on land. You can also offer to have most of their bulk and basic shopping ready when they get here, making the most of online booking, collaborating with a local supplier, online services, or buying part of it yourself in complementary services. Now on vacation, sustainability is still mostly about awareness and common sense. So as a consumer, try to do as you would do every day. For example, buying local seasonal products because they have a lesser overall footprint, and fruit, veggies, or fish will always be fresher and better if bought from sustainable local producers. Wherever you sail around, make sure to identify these in advance. Finally, as the skipper, you are in charge and should lead by example. So remember, prevention is always better than mitigation. For example, you can install an automatic stop on your jerry can funnel. Never fill up to the brim. Have oil-absorbent paths ready, and try to refuel only at dock or only under very calm conditions. Because one single glass of oil can create a leak of more than 20,000 square meters, roughly the size of 3 football fields. If you spill some oil or detect a leak somewhere, Inform the Coast Guard immediately, mentioning the location, its extent, and the wind direction. Although we haven't found similar data for the Mediterranean, the US Environmental Protection Agency estimates that more of 250,000 liters of fuel are spilled by jerry cans accidentally each year. So considering the number of vessels in the Mediterranean, this is probably well in excess of 1 million liters per year here. Because of this and other frequent events, think about getting a personal insurance that covers environmental damage, most often due to accidents and personal mistakes, which can nowadays imply heavy fines that the boat owner might make you pay for. So check for special policies for professional skippers that cover incidents such as oil spills. Last, consider that as a professional, it can be good if you go the extra mile yourself. For example, and as mentioned before, weak supplies of oil, salt, sugar, shampoo, washing liquid, etc. are often not fully consumed, but tourists can take them back with them. And there are very high quality and sustainable options out there. You can buy in bulk for a good price and offer as courtesy or as an extra services to your clients. So why not offer environmentally friendly packs and staple kits when booking? Also, although local fishermen can be the best local supply for seafood, make sure you learn about the legal minimum sizes, fishing methods, and seasonality to recommend the most sustainable local options only. Last and always, try to limit water usage, as this is scarce in the Mediterranean and soap and chemicals in grey water damage life. For example, wipe off any food left on plates with used napkins, so that cleaning requires less water. To control water usage in showers and taps, you can install timers or flow meters and or temperature and control taps, so that people become more aware and use water and energy more efficiently by default. Controllers can also help them find a comfortable balance between air conditioning, ventilation, and natural weather. Last, think about nautical product development. As said, nowadays people expect more than just sailing, and charter tourism is an excellent platform to do other things. As a professional skipper, you are in a great position to commercialize tailor-made experiences yourself. So think about it and collaborate with other local stakeholders to develop the sustainable products and integrated packages people expect. This can make you stand out from the rest and increase your revenue. Whether at booking, during daily planning, or as casual recommendations, people will welcome your ideas about good food and sustainable activities on land and sea. Whether for charter fishing, luxury, corporate, family day charters, or party flotillas, there will always be something you can do to reduce your impact and gain a competitive edge if you keep a holistic approach. For example, consider this company from Ibiza. La Bella Verde was founded by two North European freelance skippers committed to minimize their impact on nature. After some years working hard, they have now fully eco-designed and produced their own solar catamarans for exciting day charters which have a net zero footprint, are zero plastic, and offer only local sustainable products. They are actually really successful and are moving on to design better and larger boats, demonstrating that sustainability and authenticity can become good businesses. With this, the MedSkippers webinar series on environmental impact reduction for professional skippers now comes to an end. As a wrap-up of this last chapter about other services by skippers, remember that doing things well is often more important than cheaper and better equipment itself. Lead by example and engage your clients to learn and contribute. Remember that prevention is always easier than mitigation. And remember also that trends and expectations are changing. Specializing in nature and sustainability could help you work more and better. And that there are many associations and international initiatives and local projects you can collaborate with. You can also find other good ideas online and volunteer in meaningful projects. Ask about local conservation campaigns, marine litter cleanups, citizen science projects, or set up something up yourself with other skipper colleagues. And that's it. Thank you very much for watching. As professional skippers, remember it's in your hands to keep the Mediterranean at least as beautiful as it was today, because boating has an impact on nature, but at the same time depends on good environmental status. so you have an added professional responsibility. We hope you have found this series and this short webinar worthwhile and useful to actively engage in protecting the Mediterranean as a professional. Please watch the previous chapters and don't hesitate to contact us at the email address on the screen. Thank you and goodbye.